It's an ordinary May afternoon in southwest Michigan. It's track season, and the team is preparing for the upcoming high school state championships. For most high schools, this is commonplace, but for this one, something extraordinary is about to occur. This is Vivian Massey. She will be competing at the state championships as well. She is throwing the shot put.
Both Hannah and Alex, my older siblings, threw, and so I was always at meets.
Vivian was born with achondroplasia, the most common form of dwarfism.
The growth scan showed that she was small. It showed that there was potential for a form of dwarfism that was not compatible with life.
She will likely never grow more than 4 feet tall.
After I was old enough to really comprehend her condition, it always kind of bothered me about, people bullying her and stuff, and what kind of struggle she would go through in her life.
Vivian was a huge soccer fan, huge. Soccer was always her true love. I played soccer for a really long time. I think I stopped in 6th grade. At that point, everybody was just so much taller and so much faster than me. It was really hard to keep up, so I just stopped. Yeah, at that point we thought sports was over for her.
Vivian might have come to the best place in Michigan to be an adaptive athlete. Last year, Sturgis had a 2-time state champion in both the wheelchair shot put and wheelchair 100 meter. Jillian Romanek was the first female in state history to compete in these events at the state championships.
So last year we had success with Jillian Romanek as one of the first adaptive athletes in the state of Michigan. And as we were looking in our own community, we saw that we had the opportunity to involve people like Vivian in our sport, and if we thought it would be a great fit for her. Her siblings Hannah and Alex were both a part of the program, so as she was growing up, she was able to see her siblings throw and compete, and so this just seemed like a really natural fit to be a part of our family.
What led you to participating in the sport of track and field?
So it was about 2 indoor seasons ago. Starkey asked Alex to bring me, and so I went for practice one day, and I just kept going. The next thing you know, I'm competing.
But the path forward for an athlete such as Vivian was a complicated one. The adaptive wheelchair program was only a 2-year pilot initiative by the state. But only 4 athletes participated in the events the year before. Its future seemed uncertain.
So for the 2-year pilot period, the language was always wheelchair athletes. And again, looking at the minutes that the MHSAA had given us from their meetings, it said adaptive. So knowing that we wanted Vivian to be a part of our team, we really pushed the MHSAA for clarification on what they truly meant. And they assured us that their intent had always been to make it adaptive for anybody with any kind of a disability to be a part of the program. So that led us to believe that Vivian would be able to compete this spring.
Vivian was given permission by the MHSAA to compete in the adaptive category without the use of a wheelchair. This ruling has now opened the door for all athletes with disabilities across the state.
This past spring, we were at Quincy High School, and we noticed that Athens High School had a blind runner. And so immediately, we both looked at each other and said, hey, now that this is open for all kinds of athletes, she has just as much of an opportunity as Vivian does, and we really made an effort to push them to get her to be able to compete at the state level, which she is this weekend as well in Division 4.
So just to be clear, you are the reason why non-wheelchair athletes can now compete in events at the MHSAA state meet. How does that make you feel?
I feel really proud of myself. I have a little person friend that throws Carson, and she's always talked about wanting to go further with throwing. And so I hope with this he can, and any non-wheelchair adaptive athletes can see this, and it makes them feel like they can do it.
I knew it was a big deal.
because I knew that in the previous year, Jilly had participated all by herself. And to see Viv actually participate against someone else was amazing. It was really cool.
Vivian has been around athletics her entire life, whether it's watching her siblings or playing soccer or now being a part of track. But what she doesn't realize is that she is allowing so many of our younger athletes throughout the state to see how they can be a part of their high school programs too. I'm excited for the opportunities that she is getting herself, but that also she's able to allow other girls to see if she can do it, they can be a part of their teams as well.
This Saturday, Vivian will compete at the state finals in pursuit of a state championship. But her impact on athletes with disabilities will last forever. Sometimes it just takes one person to spark a change for the future and a belief that anyone's story can become larger than life, no matter their size.